Right now at 5, convicted murderer Adam Fravel requests a new trial. Why his attorneys say his verdict was unfair.
And Wisconsin lawmakers propose election reform. The bill aiming to make counting ballots faster and more secure.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. The man convicted of murdering Madeline Kingsbury wants a new trial.
Adam Fravel's attorneys filed an appeal with the Minnesota Supreme Court today. News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us with the details of their request. Grace.
Asking the court for a new trial and to bail. Trial was unfair. They say the court wrongly allowed statements, including threatened Kingsbury.
A man is pleading guilty to a slashing attack at a West Salem Quick Trip. Paul Stokes entered his guilty plea to recklessly endangering safety as part of a plea deal. In October of 2024, he attacked a man with a blade. The victim suffered non-life-threatening cuts to his neck and chest. Stokes was arrested 2 days later in Tennessee. He's set to be sentenced in December.
Developing now, Jimmy Kimmel returns to late night tonight. ABC pulled the show after Kimmel's comments following the Charlie Kirk shooting. The controversial move led more than 400 stars to sign a letter from the ACLU calling Kimmel's removal unconstitutional.
Disney prides itself on being a very creative company. A lot of Hollywood was against this. So I'm sure that Disney noticed very quickly.
Not all of ABC's affiliate stations will carry Kimmel's comeback show. Sinclair and Nexstar plan on keeping him off their stations. Kimmel's return is our News 8 Now poll question of the day. Here are the latest results. 64% agree with the move to put him back on. 33% disagree.
Breaking news in the Wisconsin governor's race. Representative Tom Tiffany is the third Republican to launch a bid. In a video, Tiffany told voters his campaign will be focused on opportunity, security, and freedom. The 67-year-old has represented Wisconsin's northwestern 7th congressional district since 2020.
Current Governor Tony Evers visiting UW La Crosse today to promote the campus's new science center. The Prairie Springs Science Center plan began in 2018, and the funding for the $194 million renovations was finally secured in July when Evers signed it into law through the state budget. He spoke on the importance of funding science.
It's part of our economy. A huge part of our economy. You see people that get a degree in science in all sorts of engineering arenas and others, and so it's just important to emphasize that, and they're doing a great job of that here.
The project has two phases. Phase 1, build the center next to Cowley Hall, and Phase 2, demolish Cowley Hall and build a new facility. Construction begins in spring of next year and is expected to be done by fall of 2028. A bid for construction on State Road Elementary has been accepted. Board members greenlit Fowler and Hammer's $10 million bid just last night. The project will add 8 classrooms as well as a gym at State Road Elementary. That plan, part of a $53 million referendum approved by voters last fall.
La Crosse MTU will detour bus routes during Oktoberfest parades. Route 6 will be affected from 5:40 p.m. to 8:40 p.m. for the Torchlight Parade. Routes 4 and 6 will be affected from start of service to 3:40 p.m. for the Maple Leaf Parade. No warning signs will be posted at the affected stops. Well, splash pads in La Crosse are closed for the season. City Park officials made that announcement this morning. There are 3 at Copeland, Spring, and Pogue Park. The splash pads will reopen in the spring.
That's a slight bummer because looking at the 8-day forecast just yesterday.
Looks like it could be good weather for splash pads. Yeah.
Well, for a short amount in the afternoon maybe, but for morning it probably won't be. But the good news is we have dry conditions for the most part, but we are still going to deal with a lot of morning fog and cloud cover though for the next couple days, and that was what we saw today. Temperatures pretty seasonal. We had the sun break out just afternoon. High temperatures overall in the 70s for the most part. A few areas got a little bit warmer. You can see Black River Falls, Sparta. They had clearing out a little bit earlier in drier conditions, so that allowed them to get higher. Obviously, you go further north, they had cooler conditions given a cloud cover, but no issues really this evening for the most part. Dry conditions, 62 for La Crosse. Eau Claire, similar for that. There's a little bit of an opportunity for a shower here, and I'll kind of show you where this is. Unlucky few might get some. You can see Black River Falls just south of there. We kind of zoom in. There's just a few showers out there, and that's the interstate right there, mainly dry because everything is southeast of it. So that activity may persist until sunset. So unlucky ones may get a sprinkle. Most others will probably stay dry. So we'll break down what the temperatures look like going through Oktoberfest. And yeah, that does mean 80 is on the way back, and I'll explain all that a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, a change could be coming to early voting and ballot drop boxes in Wisconsin. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit explains.
The proposal focuses on election integrity and improving security for drop boxes like this one.
Absentee voting is really important for people that have difficulty getting out and about.
Absentee voting has gained popularity. The clerks must wait until Election Day to count those ballots. But a new proposal from a Republican legislator would allow the count to start the day before Election Day.
So the Monday processing proposal aims to process absentee ballots so that they can be reported in a more timely manner.
In previous elections, larger areas like Milwaukee would spend all night counting absentee votes, delaying statewide results. Tragowski also said the delays have caused skepticism in election results before.
If the in-person votes are recorded and released before the absentee votes, then it looks like you have a red wave and then a blue wave, and people might be suspicious of the count.
Democrats and Republicans have both supported an earlier count, but Trempealeau's clerk says for smaller towns who have the process down, it's easier to wait until Election Day.
So our poll books are printed the night before the election, so I think it might actually make things a little more tricky that way.
The wide-ranging proposal also aims to make absentee ballot drop boxes more secure.
It's important to have that access so that people can be seamless and have less barriers as they're voting.
One measure would mandate 24-hour video surveillance that's live-streamed on a municipality's website. Some communities like Trempealeau already have that camera surveillance.
Our building actually already has security cameras, and the drop box actually is attached to the building.
Tragowski said overall, the proposal is meant to help voters feel secure in their elections.
I think the objective is to help increase all citizens' confidence in absentee voting, but particularly Republican voters who have had a lot of concerns over the integrity of early voting and absentee voting.
Governor Tony Evers' team has told reporters he's on board with the legislation as long as it doesn't make voting harder for Wisconsinites. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
Happening around the state, new help for flood victims in Milwaukee. 2 disaster recovery centers will open tomorrow. They're at McNair Elementary School and Wauwatosa City Hall. The centers are a resource for people hit by August's historic floods. And a warning from the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau, an HR scam is going around. The hook, a high-paying remote job offered from a company. The scam then asks you to communicate through WhatsApp. And a warning for Brewer fans who use the Ballpark app. The app was hacked. Stolen or leaked login credentials from other websites were used to access the app. Users are being told to reset their passwords. It comes as Brewer playoff tickets are on sale right now.
Still to come tonight, President Trump's attempted assassin appears in court. How the jury ruled.
Plus, fiery speech at the United Nations, the message President Trump had for member countries.
The National Home Furnishing Sale is back at Home Furniture. Get up to an extra 15% savings in instant factory rebates from our best furniture brands. Plus, get 36 months special financing with no money down. The National Home Furnishing Sale right now at Home Furniture.
Your home is your happy place until you come back to bad odors. Use Febreze Plug-In. It has a microchip that alternates between 2 scents to fight odors and provide freshness for up to 50 days. Try Febreze Plug.
Get an 11% rebate on your kitchen upgrade now at Menards. Creating your dream kitchen is easy with Clearview Cabinetry. Choose from stylish finishes made with premium materials built to handle life's everyday messes. With soft closed doors, drawers, and smart accessories, Clearview fits your life and style. Hurry in today and get these La Home kitchen cabinets for $39.99.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben today.
I absolutely would recommend Schwabel, Getz & Sieben to anybody. We got back from the hospital, and the moment we walked through the front door, there was already piles of bills stacked up. And I called our attorney, and he goes, you just focus on getting better. You just forward those right to us, and we'll take care of that. And he did.
Schwabel, Getz & Sieben will fight to get you a fair settlement. Call or visit schwabel.com today for a free consultation.
The savings are heating up on fire tables during the fire sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off regular prices like this fire table set for $11.98. Or get this woodland fire table for just $4.98. Hurry in for our year-end fire table sale, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
The man that attempted to kill President Donald Trump on his golf course has been convicted. Ryan Routh was found guilty on all counts. Last September, he was found stalking the president with a rifle, but was caught before firing a shot. Routh faces the possibility of life in prison. He'll be sentenced December 18th.
The 80th United Nations General Assembly kicked off in New York today.
President Trump spoke and didn't hold back his complaints about the international body. CBS's Erica Brown is at the White House.
In his address to the UN General Assembly Tuesday, President Trump declared the U.S. is in a golden age.
Under my leadership, energy costs are down, gasoline prices are down, grocery prices are down, mortgage rates are down, and inflation has been defeated.
He also dished out harsh criticism to the rest of the world.
Your countries are going to hell.
The president slammed migration and green energy policies, especially in Europe.
You're destroying your countries. They're being destroyed. Europe is in serious trouble.
During his nearly hour-long speech, President Trump said the United Nations was not living up to its potential and railed against its failure to end wars.
What is the purpose of the United Nations? For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war.
On the sidelines, Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as the war with Russia rages on.
Ukraine, I tell you, they are good fighters. Got to hand it to them. They have a lot of courage, a lot of guts.
The president pressed others to stop buying Russian energy, which he says Russia uses to fund the fighting, and got backing from the president of the European Commission.
But we have to be faster because every payment is filling Putin's war chest. This cannot be.
When asked, President Trump also said NATO member countries should shoot down Russian aircraft that enter their airspace.
The memorial for Charlie Kirk drew nearly 20 million viewers. People watched on cable as well as online streaming. YouTube and X were the top places people watched. The memorial, held at State Farm Stadium in Arizona, ran more than 5 hours and featured President Trump.
Kamala Harris's book, 107 Days, is now out. The book highlights her 2024 presidential run. The former vice president dishes on Democratic leaders who were slow to endorse her, frustrations with Joe Biden, and regrets from the campaign. However, the book does not hint at any aspirations to run again in 2028. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got another round of fog and morning clouds, but we do have afternoon sun, and that kind of repeats itself. But the good news of the temperature, it's going to continue to climb once we get to Thursday and all the way through the weekend. So we'll break all that down and coming up on your First Warn weather update after the break.
At Larson Key Home Services, we protect your biggest investment. That starts with a roof built to last, the ultimate roofing solution. Our gutter shutter system means no clogs, no cleaning, and no more ladders. And with the ultimate attic solution, you'll save money on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable. One team, one call. So if you're thinking about gutters, roofing, or insulation, Think Larson Keeney Home Services, Wisconsin's best contractor experience.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well, qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. Visit HometownChevy.com.
You already know. Derek Van Orden voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. A quarter of nursing homes forced to close. Rural hospitals in Wisconsin at risk of closure. And tens of thousands of Wisconsinites could lose health coverage. But did you know Van Orden's vote could raise electricity costs in Wisconsin $300 a year? Also, Van Orden could give wealthy elites another tax break. Tell Derek Van Orden, stop making us pay more.
Yeah, the only little thing with the forecast really that we're going to deal with an impact is really the morning fog and some cloud cover and then afternoon sun. And temperatures don't really start rebounding and climbing quickly until we get to past Thursday. So we're going to be dealing with it. So once again, the impact will be the morning commute. This is what we saw this morning. It could be similar. As you notice, the visibility was down to nearly zero at some locations. And if you kind of time out the visibility, it's between about 5 to about 8 is the worst conditions, especially west of the river. That's where you can have visibility down to 0. By the time you get to 8, it starts really becoming more isolated, and the visibility improves by about 9 to 10. Cloud cover still lingers, but it has been the lift off the surface, so at least that's the better news, and then we'll see more sun in the afternoon. So it could repeat itself like that, but different little changes here and there may make some areas a little bit more dense than other areas. So something just to keep in mind as you wake up, you will see that opportunity. Right now we do have some activity, just a few, as I mentioned, isolated showers just south of the interstate. Unlucky ones may get a sprinkle out of that. Most others won't see anything because by the time the sun sets, that actually goes away. Then it's the amount of how quickly the low clouds begin to push back in. And with this northeast flow, areas to the north are going to start seeing it first. And then it begins to pick up in the valleys of the fog. By the time we get to 4 to 5, it's starting to spread across the area. And then once again, if you don't have fog, you'll have that low cloud cover linger in the morning. So between 5 and 8, there it is. We will begin to see some breaks as we get towards the noon hour. The problem with tomorrow is the wind turns a little bit around to the north, and it's a little bit ushering in some cooler air. Not quite a big difference, but enough of a difference that I think a lot of this cloud cover will linger in the afternoon. And given that we're going to start off a little bit cooler, our temperatures won't be as warm tomorrow, but we're only talking about a degree or two difference from today. Now going into Wednesday night, we're going to repeat this. Maybe not as much going into Thursday morning, but definitely there's an opportunity to see, as once again, low cloud cover will be there. But the time we get to about noon on Thursday, I think really it's going to clear up very quickly. So that'll be the big difference between Wednesday and Thursday is the amount of sunshine you get on Thursday. And notice the wind difference too. It's around from the west, which is better news. And then going into Friday, watch the winds turn around to the southwest, which means less opportunity for fog or low clouds Friday. Most areas won't see it except maybe north of I-94, and temperatures will respond. As mentioned, tomorrow's temperatures with that wind change, and we're going to be cooler starting off the morning. I think we'll be a couple degrees cooler than we were today, so a lot of areas could be upper 60s, low 70s. Not far from average, not a huge difference, but it might be a little bit of change. Thursday, we kind of flip that switch with the winds turn around to the west, more sunshine, back to the mid 70s, and now we're about a degree or two above average. And then even better, as you go to Friday, can't rule out that we might have some of that going in there. And I forgot to mention Thursday night, can't beat the weather. 70s down to 60s, no issues. Can't beat these conditions for the Torchlight Parade. And then Friday, as I mentioned, upper 70s, low 80s, plenty of sunshine, very patchy fog in the morning. Most areas won't see that. And then even as we go towards Saturday, look at these temperatures. We cool off a little bit because there is a front kind of swinging through. So the big difference between Saturday with that wind's turning around to the west-northwest. So we'll drop a few degrees, but still very nice conditions for Saturday and even better for Sunday too. So, and it continues to go all throughout next week. In fact, we climb back up a few degrees into the 80s. And if you're looking for a rain chance, besides maybe that sprinkle today, you're probably going to have to wait till the end of next week. And even then, that doesn't look great too. So there's a potential we may go for a good 14, 15 days without seeing any rain with this pattern.
Stretch. Yeah.
Quite consistent.
So yeah, fall you can have these stretches where you're dry pretty much. That it does happen quite a bit. But yeah, this one will be timing just right, obviously, for Oktoberfest.
Yeah, sure will be.
Thanks,
all right,
Greg.
Thanks. What are the year's hottest Halloween costumes?
We reveal some of the popular picks this year right after this.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's unlimited collection makes everything smell
magnifique.
Luxury laundry scent feeds so you can smell unstoppable.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms, we have kitchens, we have bathrooms, we have flooring, we have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. Plus, get $4,500 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
No costume, no problem. Spirit Halloween just revealed the hottest trends this year.
One of the big ones, Wicked-inspired looks. Anything Glinda and Elphaba. Marvel costumes are also big. Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, and Spider-Man. As for family fits, Star Wars, SpongeBob, and Happy Gilmore 2 are apparently big this year.
Oh yeah, that'll be a lot of fun costumes from Happy Gilmore 2. And SpongeBob just never goes out of style.
Never does.
Never does.
Star Wars is always good. We were trying to think about like topical pop culture moments, and the Coldplay concert came up.
Yeah, like a pair going with like a frame around them and
having
ducking.
to duck everywhere they go.
Or the lady from the Phillies game who took the toy or the ball
baseball,
from the little kid.
Phillies Karen. That's
Phillies Karen. Lots of options out there. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Thankfully, American Waterworks offers proven, warranted solutions. Typically less expensive than full replacement and more efficient and lightweight than mud jacking, our methods are designed to last. After all, your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Get an 11% rebate on interior stains and finishes at Menards. Add exceptional color to your staining project with Minwax Color Series. It's perfect for completing your projects 2 times faster while offering rich color. Get a quart for $14.99 after rebate. Minwax Polycrylic Max is a fast-drying water-based polyurethane that provides maximum durability in one coat for all types of wood surfaces. A quart is $23.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, get our lowest prices of the year. For a limited time only, we're offering the best possible pricing on your favorite brands throughout the store. Like our lowest price on 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food. Rewards members get 2 for $12. Get free assembly and hydraulic fluid when you buy this Champion log splitter, $50 off. And get a free $15 gift card when you spend $75 on Purina pet products. Don't miss our lowest prices of the year, only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Get yourself to the annual Warren's Cranberry Festival the last full weekend in September. Stroll over 3 miles of the most unique art and craft, flea and farm vendors in the country. If you can't find it here, you won't find it anywhere. See a working cranberry marsh with free walking tours. Eat your way through over 80 food booths, including ethnic specialties and Warren's own cranberry cream puff. And stay through Sunday and enjoy our grand parade. It's all happening the last full weekend of September. Just take the Warren's exit off I-94.
All right, we do have more morning fog, low clouds, so once again, the morning commute could be dense at times, so definitely stay tuned to keep updated. Otherwise, very nice conditions once we get past Thursday for all of Oktoberfest. And yes, there will be some 80s, which is about almost 10 degrees above average at that point.
Oh boy, above
Embarrassment of riches this week.
There we go. Thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you back at 6.